warm welcome to AD4 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. I am Jessica Ochai. The Southern Kaduna caucus of the House of Representatives has raised alarm over the alleged plot by armed militias to launch attack on Southern Kaduna villages and towns immediately after the Eid Maulud celebration. The lawmakers made this claim while briefing newsmen that Southern Kaduna towns and villages have degenerated into theater of killings, kidnappings and constant raiding by armed militias, calling on the federal government for urgent intervention before the entire zone is wiped out from the Nigerian map.
These attacks are deeply rooted and multifaceted in nature. The failure to investigate, arrest, and prosecute the perpetrators has continued to embolden the attackers.
We also have military formations in Kachia. Those formations also aid in the deployment of military personnel across southern Kaduna. Also in Plateau State, we have Operation Safe Haven, which is close to southern Kaduna.
If killings continue, you wouldn't need to preach to the people to defend themselves. You don't need to tell them. They will rise up. Nobody told you to buy a generator. You bought it. And nobody will tell you to make a road to your house. You will do that, even if that is the responsibility of government. So that's why we are calling on government to rise up immediately and do the needful before there will be break of law and order.
Turkey's Interior Ministry this Wednesday announced that it will conduct one-on-one monitoring for those who have been required to self-quarantine, especially in the first 7 days of isolation, to help curb the spread of COVID-19, as confirmed cases daily peak back above 1,000. The ministry warns against any violations of obligations to wear masks and maintain social distancing at gatherings, failing which penalties will be applied. Poland's President Andrzej Sebastian Duda this Thursday has been sworn in for a second term before parliament members. Duda won with 51.03% votes in the recent election runoff held in the country, while his opponent, Liberal Warsaw Mayor Rafał Trzaskowski, received 48.97% votes. Foreign Minister Hishmahuddin Hussein was caught on video this Monday vaping during parliamentary proceedings while Transport Minister Wee Ka-seong was speaking. Vaping, according to Oxford Dictionary, is an act of inhaling and exhaling the vapor produced by an electronic cigarette or similar device. Mr. Hishmahuddin, however, took to his Twitter account to apologize and promised not to engage in such during parliamentary proceedings. Meanwhile, survivors of the world's first atomic bombing in Hiroshima this Thursday gathered in diminished numbers at the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park to mark the attack's 75th anniversary. Members of the survivors group employs the Prime Minister Shinzo Abe to sign the Nuclear Weapons Prohibition Treaty as a chance to change course. The Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, in a response, insists on Japan's policy not to sign the treaty. He stated that though the government shares the goal of eliminating nuclear weapons, a nuclear-free world cannot be achieved overnight, and it has to start with dialogue. We take a break now. When we return, Beirut explosion caused by confiscated high-explosive material. Stay with us, details coming shortly.
My name is Ehi Ohiani.
My name is Coach Sam.
My name is Ene Ede. Keep watching AD4 TV Radio.
And keep watching AD4 TV Radio.
Keep watching AD4 TV Radio.
I'd like you to stay tuned to AD4 TV Radio and you will never miss it.
AD4 TV Radio. Reliable and credible.
Welcome back. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Updates. 306 Nigerians arrived the country from the United Arab Emirates on Wednesday. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission said the returnees arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at about 8 a.m. According to the agency, although the evacuees had tested negative to COVID-19, they will be undergoing mandatory self-isolation in line with guidelines from the Presidential Task Force and the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC. Lebanese officials have pointed to a possible cause of massive explosion that tore through Beirut. Prime Minister Hassan Diab said the devastating blast was caused by 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate. The dangerous compound could be traced back to a massive shipment of agricultural fertilizer that had been stored in the port of Beirut for years. The dangerous compound could be traced back to a massive shipment of agricultural fertilizer that had been stored in the port of Beirut for years. Despite warnings from local officials, at least 135 people are dead, many more are missing, and more than 5,000 are injured. Beirut governor says about 300,000 people couldn't return to their homes after the blast. And at least half the city's population now have homes that are unlivable for the foreseeable future. President Trump's primary lender, Deutsche Bank, have been subpoenaed by New York prosecutors as part of the Manhattan District Attorney's criminal investigation into the president's business practices. According to the New York Times, the probe initially was thought to be limited to hush money payments during the 2016 presidential campaign to two women who alleged affairs with Trump. But prosecutors recently made clear it goes far beyond that. Women flooded the streets of Turkish cities in protest of the country's potential withdrawal from the European Treaty on Gender-Based Violence. The Council of Europe's agreement, commonly known as the Istanbul Convention, was created in 2011 to address systemic violence against women and to define the state's role in preventing femicide and domestic abuse. You may recall, Poland recently announced it is considering leaving the treaty despite increase in domestic violence cases sparking an outrage. The deal is also being debated in Croatia and Serbia. The World Health Organization has said it is unrealistic to expect large crowds at sports events this year in countries suffering from community-level transmission of the new coronavirus. WHO Emergencies Director Michael Ryan said it could be disastrous in such circumstances to allow the return of sport matches with tens of thousands of people in attendance. And that's it on AD4 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Jessica Ochai.